Brendan Bowe. I go by Bodacious. I play bass, I play rhythm guitar, and I'm a singer here in Nashville. For the last 2 years, my amp rig has been direct boxes, direct to in-ears, direct to front of house, with as few other things involved as possible. I find that there's a lot less limitations running a rig like that because I'm constantly getting the same signal to my ears. I'm constantly giving the house the same signal, and I'm rarely polluting the stage with stage volume, and that's a major issue here in Nashville. Con DI was something that I came across looking for a way to get more of a SVT sound. I am all about the classic tones. Straight into the front of an Ampeg type amp has always been one of the things that I go for. So a few years back, I started looking for a way that I could get that tube on my direct line. I ran it through my 2-channel preamp, so I have a very clean, extremely transparent A side, and then a classic voiced drive B channel. And the Con really hooked me up the most when I got into my drive channel, which characteristically is a lot more brittle and bright than I feel like a real big amp would sound. And by putting the Con behind that, it added a certain kind of like packaging to it. It brought the whole thing together and allowed it to growl and the way a bass should without feeling fizzy. Immediately you could hear that liveliness, that analog thump that comes from a big bass amp, the kind that, you know, pushes a lot of air. And even though I'm not pushing any air on stage, it still gave me that feeling of solidarity. I could hear the sibilance was more dimensional than I'm used to hearing. I could hear, that's the best way I could look at it, is a 3-dimensional picture as opposed to a very 2-dimensional picture that you get from micro and Class D type power supplies. Every studio engineer that records a bass these days wants to hear their guitar go straight into the best preamp they can get. And if you're running a tube DI like this, then you're basically taking the best thing you can find in the studio and sticking it right there on the stage in a little tiny package that drops bombs. And I mean, you can't argue with that. The rest of the tone is in the bones.